And welcome back to the Daily Wrap. The latest Quinnipiac poll is out, and it's very good news for Vice President Joe Biden. According to the polls, the Vice President is competing as well, if not better, than Hillary Clinton in a general election race against Donald Trump in the 3 key states. In Florida, Biden beats Trump 45-42. In Ohio, Biden beats Trump 48-38. And in Pennsylvania, Biden beats Trump 48-40. Joe, you're a betting man. I happen to know that. What are the chances that the vice president's going to jump into this now?
$2 exact is at Saratoga. My dad's there.
Yeah,
that's a betting man.
Right.
I think they're very, very good. And not just for the numbers that we just saw, which are impressive, but the fact that Hillary Clinton in the state of Florida, for instance, has a 64% untrustworthy ranking.
Yeah.
Right? That's against 32% who actually believe what she says. His are the opposite.
Yeah.
60%, 63%, 59%. So he's the trustworthy guy. He is the foil against Hillary Clinton. And as we saw, he beats Republican, at least the GOP frontrunner, in all of those states. And he's run twice already. So I say third time's a charm. He is Irish.
Yeah, well, other Joe. Don't you find it fascinating that the vice president is right now not even a candidate and polling better than he ever did when he was an announced
Yes, I think that
candidate?
shows how people want anyone other than Hillary. Anyone other than him.
Right.
Yeah, because I think one thing we've seen with Trump and Bernie Sanders, by the way, Hillary, Bernie, and Biden, the young blood of the Democratic Party coming up, the new young Turks that they bring in. I think what we're seeing with Bernie Sanders and Trump is people are just tired of hearing the lies, and we're willing to take a risk on a candidate who may say something sincerely, even if it's nonsense. I mean, Biden has a great history of putting his foot in his mouth, but at least you don't feel like he's lying to you.
No, you don't. So Joe here was very snarky about the age issue, but how
which you take very personally.
which I take
Me less so,
exceedingly
him even
personally.
less.
Exceedingly personally. Is that a real problem? I mean, look, either a Hillary or a Biden, one of these people, maybe even a Bernie Sanders, is going to be the candidate. They are not youngsters. Do you think in this day and age that really works against them in a general election?
I don't think it works nearly against them as much as they're untrustworthy. And this is where she really is ahead. I think the same way people prefer Trump, they would prefer a Joe Biden, even if he puts his foot in his mouth, because he does it with authenticity and with honesty. And no one believes that about Hillary. So much so that actually last week I was with a number of people who've committed significant time and major dollars to the Clinton campaign.
Right.
We're out walking, or it's out in Colorado on a hike, and says, we're also raising money for Joe Biden.
Oh, that's interesting.
And I said, excuse me? I said, how does that work? Well, there's no campaign. Well, it's not exactly like that. We are doing it. I said, and how does Hillary feel about that? Because one of them's a long time. He goes, with her blessings. I said, so what does that mean, with her blessings? She actually admits she may be out? No. She doesn't admit she may be out, but there should always be a plan B. I said, forgive me. If you need a plan B.
It's money that could have gone into her pocket that's going into his, so I
It's
don't
unbelievable.
buy it. So, it's
These are friends. They wouldn't make it up.
well, I don't know. It's going to be really interesting, and we've just started the conversation. But we also wanted to know how people out on the street feel about it. One of the major issues Hillary Clinton is facing is that people don't find her trustworthy. What about everyday New Yorkers? We sent our Nora DeBroder out to the street to find out how they feel.
I'm Nora DeBroder for Newsmax TV. As confusion grows surrounding the Hillary email scandal, we want to know if New Yorkers still find Hillary trustworthy. Would she make a competent president? Let's go ask. What do you think of Hillary's trustworthiness?
Well, trustworthiness when it comes to the emails, I think she probably can't be fully trusted, because when you say you don't recall emails coming to your server or to your account, that to me says lack of trust, 100%.
With Hillary, I would vote for Hillary, yes. The worst scenario would be Donald Trump being president of the United States.
Do I find her trustworthy? I really don't. And I think she's scrambling right now to try to cover up a situation that potentially can be very explosive.
In light of recent events with Hillary, with the email scandal, do you find her trustworthy at this point?
Not at all. I don't think she's fit to be president. I think she has lied. Benghazi, people died there, and they tried to cover it up with a video, which was all nonsense. And I think she's finished. She shouldn't run. And if she does become president of the United States here, we are in deep trouble.
I think that saying that you're going to expose your emails is a very ambitious thing in the first place. So the fact that she wiped the server honestly doesn't surprise me. It's like somebody making a grandiose claim about something and then halfway pulling back from it. I guess the only thing is you might just look at the rest of the claims she makes and start to think, well, you know, is it going to be like the email situation where she kind of pulled back on it?
Me being in IT, no, things can get wiped. Things can be destroyed. I don't think top secret emails should be going to a personal email address or your own personal server. I don't think she was necessarily hiding stuff. Maybe some stuff with that Benghazi attack she may not have been forthcoming with.
I think it's clear that there are some emails that do have some information in it that she didn't, that is not strictly personal. And to the extent that hasn't come out, I think it's just a very volatile situation for somebody trying to run for president.
Given that she's a Clinton and all that they've been through, and it's like they can get away with murder, which they probably did.
So now that we have their opinions, we want yours. Go to newsmaxtv.com/comments to submit them. Back to you guys in the studio.
Anybody think that guy sitting on the park bench is slightly biased?
That sound you just heard was Vince Foster rolling over in his grave.
Yeah.
Not again. All right. So here's the thing about this that I had noticed from that package.
Yeah.
People are paying attention to this for
Yeah,
starters.
they are.
And it's like Bridgegate, where it's easy to absorb. Had emails? No longer have the emails. Should it have been in a private server in a bathroom in Colorado? No. Therefore, we get that she probably did something wrong. It's an easy controversy to understand.
So they're telling me 20 seconds, but I don't know if it's to the read or to the end of the segment. What do you think?
I'd say until the end of the segment.
All right, so then let's say coming up next, Donald Trump is on the cover of Time Magazine, but is Time Magazine a curse? This is the Daily Wrap only on Newsmax TV. Stay with us. We're coming right back.